What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not too old for the earth, but I'm too old for the club. And let me tell you why. So my friend hit me up and she was like, "You trying to go out tonight?" I'm like, "Sure." And she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna hit the promoter up, see if we get a table." I said, "Absolutely." And she was like, "Okay."
Chat, let me know right now. Put a 1 in the chat. Do you like going to the club? It was never really my bag, baby. I never really liked going to the club. I never liked getting sections. I never did that. I've never, not once in everdom, went and got a section and got a bottle. I've never done that. Chat, do you guys do that? I feel like a lot of men don't. I feel like women like this more than men do. The text on the top says clubbing over 30, which you shouldn't be doing.
Okay, the tables are $7.50 and $9.50. There's 3 of us. So when I did the math, I was like, plus taxes and fees, if we get the $7.50 table, we're gonna be spending about $300 to $350 per person. She was like,
"Oh my God, what a waste of money."
"Fuck that, I could pay a bill." I said, "Exactly." She said, "The only reason why I want to go out anyway is because my ex got the kids and I'm finally free and I want to go out and step out and have a little bit of fun. And I know the DJ that's going to be at the club tonight is going to be good. Like, he plays, really good set." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, so I would love to go too, but $300 to $350 per person." And she was like, "Okay, well, how about this? We just go up there and we wing it." And I'm like, "Girl, was that supposed to make me want to go?" She was like, "Well, between me, you, and our other friend, we gonna know somebody." And I said, "Oh, girl, that turned me off."
Freeloaders.
Off completely. Like, yes, we are gonna know somebody, and we have to talk to them and be in their face and be nice. And we just too old for that. Like, even if we don't know somebody to get us in the club, I'm not about to be sitting in somebody's section while they trying to pour alcohol down my throat. And I don't know. I just envision that. I don't know, like, if that still happens. But I'm too old for that. I'm too old to be trying to be nice to some random dude so I can get in his section. I'm too old to trying to finesse my way in the club. I'm just too old. And she was like, "Friend, me too. We just, fuck it, we ain't gonna go." I said, "Well, good. We not gonna go." Because that's why, remember I told y'all I had went to the club this summer and all the females in there was between the ages of 21 and 24. And this is probably why.
Yeah, those are the ages you're supposed to go to the club. Once you hit 30, bro, it's a wrap. Stop going to the club. You're done. You should have a man by now. The fact that you have to go to the club is sad. It's very sad. Just us going clubbing only because of dancing? No, you're going for attention. You can dance at home.
Agree that LA is a city that you enjoy during the day. Post-pandemic, nightlife in LA is non-existent. I know there's gonna be some people that are gonna be like, "Oh my God, girl, you just don't know where to go. Have you gone here? Have you gone there?" No, stop trying. I go out, no one dances, no one wants to raise their hand and fist pump. Everyone's out here wearing tennis shoes. Like, what? Okay, I'm part of the problem, but like high days.
Oh my God.
Stupid.
Dancing on couches, one oak days, running into celebrities at the club. I think it's kind of over. When that died, my rule of only drinking in Mexico on special occasions and weddings was born. Because I was like, I came to this realization and I was like, oh my gosh, like, LA is a city that you want to enjoy during the day. There's so much to do during the day. Why am I going to drink at night and wake up late and be groggy all day when LA is a city that is fun during the day? And once you realize that, your life in LA becomes so exciting.
Wow, I think it's just called being an adult.
Shots fired!
Realizing that you don't need to go to the club. Realizing that there's more to life than partying. At this time, 24 on, ladies, you should have a man. You should start to build a bond with him. You should have a relationship where you guys can go do things as a couple, right? Dude, I'm going to keep it a buck. Me and Cass, we're in bed by 9 p.m. But we're also up by 6 a.m. We go to the gym. We WALK with Lokes. And we come back and we do our morning routine. We cook together. We shower. We get our day going. She goes and runs errands. She does her thing. I stay here and record. Like, that's what we do. We have a routine. That's what it should be when you get a little bit older. You shouldn't be looking towards the nightlife. That's not it. Chat, unless I'm way off base. Do you agree? Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I think once you hit like that 30 mark, you should probably have a relationship. You should have someone that you're building with because you're building for the rest of your life. Do you want to keep going to the club until you're 40? That's what you want? That's what you want? You want to be for the streets until you're 45?
She belongs to the streets.
I don't think most people want that, bro.
bare hoops to get your ticket. You bought your outfit 3 months in advance. You go there, it's like the pressure is on. Tonight, I have to have a good time, you know? One thing I have to say about London nightlife is so much has changed. So many really good venues have closed down. And I think we're just generally in a bit of a crisis. So I don't think it's the DJs, I don't think it's the promoters, but I think it's everything coming together. One thing I've noticed from DJing across Europe is there are clubs specifically for black music. Like Nefertiti in Gothenburg is a black music nightclub. So you can go there on any Saturday and you know that's what the vibe is going to be like. We don't have that in London. I feel like that's really affecting the way that the whole ecosystem is working. And generally, I think...
No, it's just the ecosystem is you shouldn't be partying past your 30s. Shots fired! You should do that when you're a kid and move on.
Our expectations are so much higher. In London, when you have one club, you've jumped through bare hoops to get your ticket, you bought your outfit 3 months in advance, you go there, it's like the pressure is on. Tonight, I have to have a good time, you know?
I feel like UK nightlife
Good Lord, some of these accents, bro.
is really changing. Actually seen on ITV News a couple days ago them talking about it as well.
Quite a funny clip actually that ITV posted on social media. Young people would rather go pottery right now than go to a nightclub. And that's an interesting take on it.
Well, because, dude, the thing, and then chat, put one in the chat if you agree with this, like, the whole thing with nightclubs, bro, is that you go and you're not really building any relationships. You're not building any memories. You're going out there to get blackout wasted. You're going out there to basically forget what's going on, not remember anything, and build relationships with people who are shallow. Shots fired! Like, I've never met any really good friend at the club. I've never met a great friend of mine at the bar. Most of the time, that's degenerate behavior. You're not going out there to meet people that are business partners, you know what I mean? And so you're going out there to do, like, if you only have party friends, when you stop partying with these friends, you find out that you don't have friends anymore. Like, once I stopped smoking weed, like in college, I realized I didn't have as many friends as I usually did because I stopped doing drugs. I stopped smoking weed. I stopped drinking and going out. And then eventually, like, you're like, man, where's all my friends at? They weren't really your friends. They were just other degenerates. That's what it was, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of these people, you know, men and women, are starting to realize that these relationships at the club are shallow. These aren't really things that you want to nurture. You should be getting on with your life. You should be having a partner, maybe starting a family, something like that. Like, going to the club is not going to fulfill you later on in life.
And in a freezing cold queue for hours.
Like, yeah, I don't get the appeal of this. Like, you're standing outside, paying to get in the club, scantily clad, dressing up, spending a bunch of money. Like, the nightclubs are probably loving it because these people are wasting all their hard-earned money. But I'm like, I just don't understand, like, wanting to go out to the club. You know what I'd rather do? And chat, put a one in the chat if you agree with this. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go out to a nice dinner with Cass. I'd rather go get a nice steak and a nice glass of red wine. Come home, be home by 8, shower, maybe watch a movie, stay up till 10 and go to sleep. That's what I'd rather do, bro.
Coming to New York City and wants like the best vibes and the best people, like what would you say are the best spots?
There's Tao.
Okay.
She's really good on Mondays. There's Hearsay.
Really good on Mondays? Dude, who's going to the club on Mondays?
Small club, more like electronic music. And then there's a strip club that has a Monday party too.
Really? What's it called?
Sapphire. Tuesday there's only two options. There's Nebula. It's more like
Nebula.
a big room club, like, you know, Vegas style, you know. And then there's Little Sister.
We're on Wednesday.
So hard for me to trust anybody that wears shades inside. Where's the sun that you're blocking out, brother man? Unless you have like an eye sensitivity.
Rooftop parties.
PhD is still a thing. Spanish night, either Wednesday or Thursday. I think it's Thursday. Really good. Really
Sorry,
good.
but if you know this much about clubs, I just think you're a degenerate, bro. Is that bad, chat? Y'all know me. I judge pretty quickly, but why does a grown man like this know all this stuff about the nightlife? It's just so wild to me. And dude, that's because navigating the dating scene can be absolutely brutal, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an accident. Have you ever been involved in a personal injury case? Over the years as an image consultant, I've worked with many clients recovering from workplace accidents, car accidents, and more. And I was actually shocked to learn how often people lose their personal injury cases. That's why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan solidified verdicts in Florida of $12 million and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. If you've been injured in an accident, don't wait. You can go visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below, to start your free claim today. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Des Shannon for sending over these roams. What's cool is it tells you where these are from. Like the ostrich shoes are from Klein Karoo semi-desert region in the Western Cape. And it looks like the buck shoes are from New Zealand, and these other ones are from the Great Barrier Reef, the kangaroo, the Sunshine State, Queensland. Isn't that cool? Loki really likes these tracheas, though. I think that's what these are. Loki, free? Sit. Wait. Can we get some freeze in the chat? Notice I can say freeze in the chat, but he knows when I tell him. Free. Go to your place. He really likes these, though, because these are a little bit thinner. Easier for him to chew. Some of the other ones are just so thick. They're oh, look at him. He's going to town on that, though. Going to tiz out on that. He is loving it, brother, man. Loving it. Loving it. He really likes those chews, though. So shout out to Des Shannon sending those over. If you guys want to send any treats for Loki or anything else, the P.O. Box is in the description of this video. I do accept all fan mail. I typically open them up during live streams, but Des Shannon sent these over, and I just hadn't had time to check the P.O. Box, so I wanted to shout out to him for this episode so he could see that Loki is enjoying it. Let's get back into this clip here.
It's too old to be going to nightclubs.
Late 20s, maybe.
If you're 30 in the club, man, it's like, get out.
I agree. Chat, what age do you think is too old to go to the nightclubs? I'm going to go ahead and say like 28. 28 is like... You should be getting on with your life at that point.
I don't think there should be an age limit, no.
Of course, of course.
You should, if you feel like you want to go to a club, go to a club.
She belongs to the streets.
Love it.
Our age, bro. You're too old for this.
I'd say 30. You're just too old. You with loads of teenagers. Too old.
No. If a man wants to get groovy, let him get groovy, man.
Like 28, I would say. 28, 29, I would say. 28. Start packing it in.
I don't think there should be an age limit.
Anybody can go.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
A club, like a club, like a nightclub, yeah.
35, yeah. And then they can have a
35? You should have a mortgage by then.
60-year-old club. And then like
grandma
club, you know?
Chewed up good, bro.
For like 40. Someone who's around that age in a nightclub. What do you think about them?
Pervert, man.
Yeah, chew it up.
Pervert.
Chew it up, brother.
I get my bum pinched all the time by old ladies.
He just eats that stuff too fast, bro.
What it is?
I don't know. That's not a problem that I have.
Moving different circles.
Loki, are you all right
I don't think
back
there should be an age limit. I've taken my grandma to a nightclub.
Are you good? Good. He was scaring me there for a second. Goodness gracious, Lokes.
She had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can never ever have too much fun.
Age limit on fun.
The interviewer is
She's a runner, she's a track star. Love it. You can never be too old. Bro, 28, I just think you need to wrap it up, bro. Figuratively and literally. It's a wrap. It's over.
Hamptons nightlife, as someone who has lived in New York for 10 years, owns an alcohol company, and has also worked in nightlife and spends a fair amount of time in the Hamptons. One observation I will make is the fact that when you go out, people are talking. That's what they're doing. They are talking. Meaning that if you're expecting to go out to the Hamptons and dance, it is very hard to find. And you could argue that the Hamptons is not really a dancey vibe. However, even at the places that are meant for you to be dancing, people are still talking. So if you are expecting to come and just...
Wow, what a grand observation here. Shots fired! People are talking. What in the HE double hockey sticks is that? You know, people go out and they don't just dance, they talk. Wow. Stick a camera in your face for 3 minutes and explain that one. Good Lord.
Somebody please tell us what happened to the nightlife scene in LA.
Mama Shelter's closed.
Highlight Room. Used to burn that place to the ground.
It's because you ladies go out there and y'all don't spend no money because you're broke. Shots fired! That's the problem. Men realized that they were footing the bill. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. Who's going out and buying the sections? Men. Who's buying the bottles? Men. Who's paying for all the drinks for the women? Men. Men have realized, yo, I'm going out here and spending all this money on you ladies and none of y'all are even smushing. So if y'all ain't smushing, I'm not pushing my card. It's as simple as that. These ladies seem to be like, well, what's going on? Where are all the men? Why are men out here just footing the bill? Because we're slowly but surely ending this epidemic, and men are realizing that if we don't go out and spend our money, Therefore, there's no club because you ladies aren't going out spending your money. You're going out there looking for free drinks, looking to get into the section for free. Like we watched the first chick. She's like, well, we could go in and schmooze our way in, maybe find somebody and latch onto them and be nice and get into a section. Men can't do that. So men have realized, yo, I'm going to protect my pocketbook. I'm not going to go out here and spend all my hard-earned money on these girls just to be out here in a section for women that ain't going to buck me or take me serious. They're just looking to get a handout. You ladies are leeches. No wonder men are done. That's the whole point of it, is like y'all go out just to leech off other men. If we've seen some of these videos, I reacted to one months ago. It was a woman's only nightclub, and bruh, the nightclub, you could look around, it was just like, ain't nobody spending no money. Ain't nobody getting a section. Nobody buying no bottles. Nobody's dancing. So the whole facade that you go out to dance at the club, bro, no, it's cap. It's all cap.
Stop the cap.
All the other, don't even get me started on all the other clubs.
Everything is closed.
Gone.
Where do we go? Where do the girlies go out?
Go to church.
Because we want to go out.
Yeah, we just want to have a good time.
Yeah, I just want to have a good time. I want to hit those streets.
She belongs to the streets.
That's what you want to do. You want to hit those streets. We know what you want to do. Loki, good Lord, man. You scared me earlier, bro. I was getting a little terrified. Somebody wanted me to react to this in the Discord. I've already reacted to this, I believe. So you can look at it in one of my more popular videos, a woman who lived as a man for 18 months. Yeah, sadly, she took her own life, which is awful. But she realized how hard it is to be a man. She really did realize. All right, this is another clip from Sim Pilot Rockster. Dude, this guy's always putting in the good clips. Here we go.
Want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size.
We don't want a woman that's only gonna base us based off our height. I'm 6'4", he's 5'8". You judge his height and he doesn't qualify for you. The same way he doesn't qualify for you, with your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for.
Shots fired! Give me a second.
Gotta hold big back those tears.
Big back, big back.
Gotta hold big back those tears. I love it. I love it. Still being friends with an ex is a red flag? Yeah.
Talking shit about exes, I think, is a big red flag.
I'll tell you what's a bigger red flag than that, still being friends with your ex. I can't tell you how many girls I've dated that the entire relationship, they go, I can't block him, like, we're still friends. And I'm like, look, you can read our text message. I go, this motherfucker is still flirting. I can't block him. Like, it would create like a weird energy, and we're the same frame.
Yeah, it's because women crave validation and attention. And as soon as they cut this guy off, they cut off that life source of attention. It's because women are insecure and they need other men to secure them. Chat, put a one in the chat if you agree with that. Women are insecure. They need their exes to validate them. And they know if men are giving them attention, that validates them because they're insecure, because they're online comparing their everyday mundane lives to other people's highlight reels.
Men need peace.
Shubadanaya should about a Honda. Preach it, honey.
It's honestly that simple. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are,
Facts.
how much money you make, how good you are at your job.
We don't care about your money.
It doesn't matter. If you are not a peaceful woman, men need peace.
Men want you to be their piece, not a piece of the problem. Well, this is why I always say there's three things that men look for in a woman. Number one, your looks. That's what gets our attention. Number two, your personality. That's what keeps our attention. And number three, your character. That's what makes us fall in love with you. But a lot of women go out there and only focus on the superficial side. They focus on their aesthetic. They focus on their makeup. They focus on their body, which is a good thing. It's a good thing to look good. Because I believe, in chat, put a one in the chat if you agree with this, I believe 75% of somebody's perception of you, so the majority of their perception of you, is going to be based on your aesthetic and how you look. That's why, in my opinion, you got to have your body in check. You got to have your hair in check. You got to smell good. You got to look good. Always smell good around the ladies, because the first hole you penetrate, gentlemen, is her nostrils. You got to always have some cologne on. But at the end of the day, other people are going to judge you based on how you look. And I think other people respect you based on how your body looks, based on how you look. People look at you and go, and this could be subconsciously. People look at you and they say, he's a slob. I'm going to respect him as much as he looks like he respects himself. He's a slob. He's overweight, doesn't take care of his body. His haircut's not nice. His beard's not taken care of. He's got acne all over his face. His shirt's dirty. His shoes are dirty. Why would I come in and give you a lot of respect when it looks like you don't even respect yourself? When you have to demand that respect. And I get respect because it looks like I respect myself. You gotta treat yourself like you are high value. You gotta fake it till you make it. Like, I was dressing nice when I was broke. when I had no money, I was wearing suits because I realized at an early age, especially in college, people treated me differently when I wore a suit. I'll challenge you guys. The next time you're going out and about, you're going to Target, you're going to Walmart, you're going grocery shopping, buy a cheap suit and go wear a suit out and about and watch how different you act, but also watch how people treat you differently. They look at you as a point of authority and say, this person must be important. They're wearing a suit. And for the ladies watching, go get you a nice, maybe a business class suit, like something that's kind of like a business casual suit. You know what I mean? Nothing that's super crazy, but men, you could get a cheap suit online. You can go to Amazon and get one. But like, go out there and wear a suit one day and watch how people treat you differently. That's why I wear the suit every day. I wear, like, this is like a character now. You guys think the crushed velvet turtleneck and the blazer, because I want you guys to have a certain perception of me. If I don't look professional, why would you listen to me? Why would you take any of my advice? Why would you want to sit here and watch me? If I look like a slob, I was overweight, my hair was crappy, my beard wasn't nice, my teeth weren't brushed, I had stuff all over my face, you know what I mean? Like, you guys wouldn't take me serious. Perception is a really big thing. That's why I think you need to look your absolute best. And if you look good, you feel better. Shivan and I have put it on a freaking t-shirt. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Loki, get on your place. All the way on your place. All the way on your place. Okay, well, give me your belly. Give me your belly. Give me your belly. Since you don't want to be on your place. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the 2 ebooks, The 4 Pillars of Personality and The 4 Steps of Style that make you irresistible to women and respected by men. I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.